following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
Welcome in, everybody. It is Waggin Tales Wednesday. We got a song about wagon tails, the Rockin' Horse song. It is taking the internet by storm. Everybody's doing the line dance, and I love that nitty gritty. My friend Greg Roberts, he's one of my horsey friends. Ride a rocking horse. If you cannot do the line dance, you're going to learn how to TikTok yourself into a stupor at the end of this show. We're going to have the mayor of Williamson County. The county mayor is going to be on. We're going to talk about the Williamson County Fair cutting the ribbon on August 5th of this week. And the Gatlinburg Songwriters Festival is coming up August 18th. August 18th is also the day that the Wilson County Tennessee State Fair cuts the ribbon as well. So we're going to go first to Lauren Massetti, who will be a guest at and was a guest last year at the Gatlinburg Songwriters Festival. Lauren Massetti is one of the best singers I know. And how she's not the biggest star yet, I don't know. But trust me, if you see her playing live, you get her music. I said, if Trisha Yearwood and Linda Ronstadt had a vocal baby, it would be Lauren Massetti. I ain't joking. You listen coming up and tell me I am not telling you the truth. Lauren Massetti, this is live at the Gatlinburg Songwriters Festival coming up. GatlinburgSongwriters.com to get information, to get your tickets, to become a member, and to sign up for workshops.
Check one. I always do the check. Turn the page on another chapter, call it ancient history. Sure feels good to hear my laughter. The future is a mystery, so bye-bye. My. I fell in love and fell from heaven, and somehow fell straight through the cracks. Said there ain't no point in me just letting them drag my heart around like that, so bye-bye. My. Hey man, feeling it's time to move. The seeds I planted bore no fruit. I guess I'll just start over new again. Can't say I don't have regrets, but I've got God and common sense, and where I'm going ain't where I've been, and everybody said amen. Well, I've grown in age and I've grown in wisdom, at least that's what I'm supposed to say. Now I'm no sage, but I'm no victim, and I'm too old to play these games, so bye-bye. Hey man, feeling it's time to move. The seeds I planted bore no fruit. I guess I'll just start over new again. Can't say I don't have regrets, but I've got God and common sense, and where I'm going ain't where I've been, and said where I'm going ain't where I've been, and everybody said amen. Yeah, where I'm going ain't where I've been, and everybody said amen. Everybody said amen.
The Gatlinburg Inn is going to be the center of attention August 18th through the 21st. GatlinburgSongwriters.com. Get your tickets, get signed up. It is a fun time. And I love Lauren Massetti. Like I said, if you find her doing anything, go see her. She is amazing. Customer spotlight time. Farm Credit Mid-America is doing a lot. Homestead is the word of the season. People are tired of being vulnerable, and we've been warned about all the food shortages coming up with the droughts, with floods, and things that affect farmers every day. It will affect our food source next year. Food prices have gone up. A lot of farmers are selling out because they can't afford to feed their farm crop. And right now, it costs more for a farmer to feed a cow out than they're going to get for that cow at market. That can't be. And so we need to reach around each other and support our local farmers as much as we possibly can. How do you become a local farmer? Farm Credit Mid-America has all your answers.
I want to be climate sensitive, and I think most farmers do, most people do. A high productive herd or a high productive operation has a lot less of an environmental or carbon impact. One of the first things we did was we put in milk meters so that we had daily milk weights. So that gave us better information and better data on a daily basis. This past few years we've added the robotic milkers, so we're trying to transition over to some of that technology as well. The robotic technology is a free flow system, so we train cows to use the technology, and pretty much a robot cleans, milks, and does all that part. But what it really does is give the cow a lot more freedom to do what she wants to do. So she'll milk when she wants to milk, feed when she wants to feed, rest when she wants to rest. Most of our cropland, we're recycling back what the cows produce from a waste standpoint. We use very little commercial fertilizer, and we're able to just basically make that the cycle. We're adding sand in barns for bedding, and then we're removing that as it goes out the waste stream. So we're separating and then pushing those nutrients back out to where they came from. So what my goal has been is to educate and basically just be transparent. What we do, why we do it. I mean, we're basically in the energy business. We're growing energy to produce food. That's what we're doing, and food's energy. So we've been in the energy business. That first dairy is out there trying to be carbon neutral. Most farmers want to leave the farm as well or better than they found it.
It just warms my heart when I see farmers who are doing what they do, and they work 24/7 just about. I mean, it's just, and if they literally amateurize that out to how much a farmer makes per hour, it ain't minimum wage. I'm going to tell you that. Well, we want to say hello to some folks who are watching today. Corinne, it's good to have you. Hey, and howdy, Mark and Suzanne in Alabama, and Randy Barnett, fantastic singer-songwriter himself. And I was in a round last year with her at the Gatlinburg Songwriters Festival, accompanying Bailey James at Dollywood when you hosted. Yes, I know you, Randy. You're fantastic. You guys, Gatlinburg Songwriters Festival was a lot of fun last year. This year, it promises to have just as much joy and just as much fun. It's a happy birthday today to a lot of folks. Greg Roberts is having a birthday, and we're going to play a song from him coming up. And it's his birthday, so we're going to play Rackin' Horse in just a little bit because it is Waggin' Tails Wednesday. But it is also the birthday of my precious Michael King, the restaurateur, the big heart of Nashville, one of the first sponsors to sign on when we started the Music City Irish Fest. And he is just a good human. Michael King, I love you more than lunch and jewelry, except lunch at Monell's. I don't know. I don't know if I love anybody as much as lunch at Monell's. My sister from another Mr. Tammy Arender did this story on Manel's. And as we watch this story, happy birthday, Michael King. Our city loves you, and we love your restaurants too.
Enter as strangers, leave as friends, because I tell people, if you don't talk to each other, you ain't eating.
Michael King is serious about Southern hospitality.
You have salads on the table, just pass around to the left.
King is the owner of Monell's in Nashville, a Massachusetts-born, self-proclaimed Southerner, if there can be such a thing.
Came from Massachusetts, came down here, and I ran a vegetarian restaurant here in Nashville for a year. And Bill Monell, his last name on the building, used to cook me fried chicken and squash casserole, stuff that we didn't even have. I had to eat in the parking lot. I thought, oh my goodness, this was good. And so when the time came, I said, this is what we're doing.
So this house, built in 1905, is now home to some of the most celebrated Southern cuisine south of the Mason-Dixon line.
This is how you do the first plate. Tiny, like that's a bite of mash, like a tiny little bit of everything.
Jared Morris and his wife Elizabeth are die-hard diners at Monell's.
I had to tell my grandmother that this was better than her cream corn. And I felt bad about it, but I'm not gonna lie to her.
They love the fact that it's set up family style, even though many at your table aren't your family or even your friends.
I only know 3 people at this table, and there's 8 others. So St. Louis, Louisville, South Florida, everybody comes together. The place is so good. The service is great. You're in and out, and if you're not careful, it's hard to get up.
And what's in those baskets is often the bounty from a nearby farm. King has been smitten with Smiley Farm since the very beginning.
We call his kitchen and whatever we have. A lot of times they'll cook, they'll fix it. That's what they fix.
Troy Smiley farms just north of Music City, but each day he brings his freshly picked produce to the Nashville Farmers Market, literally just 2 blocks away from Monell's.
The initial thing that is on the table, the cucumber salad, is one of my favorite things.
From the skillet fried chicken to the midnight breakfast, even those in need of a high chair can't resist this homemade goodness. And Michael confesses that it's hard to do farm fresh every day, year-round. And with King's culinary craftiness, it's still show-stopping good.
Absolutely fantastic.
I'm Tammy Arender for News Channel 5.
Thank you to Tammy Arender, News Channel 5, and our friends at RFD Television for all the stories we get to run of Tammy's. And we are so excited every time we get to run a story. But we especially are excited to talk about Monell's because it is Michael King's birthday. Happy birthday, Michael. We're about to talk to Rogers Anderson, the county mayor at Williamson County. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. Last year, when they cut the ribbon at the Williamson County Fair, it looked a little bit like this, and I can't wait to find out what's planned for the ribbon cutting this year. Watch this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get the 2021 Williamson County Fair underway. In front here, we have the Predators and we have the soccer. We are so appreciative to our professional teams in the Middle Tennessee area that come down and sponsor the Williamson County Fair.
That's a little bit about what last year looked like. It was a fantastic, and you can find the rest of that if you want to see it, or join me live on August 5th. And Mayor Rogers Anderson joins us right now. Hey, Mayor, how are you?
Good morning. Glad to be here. Thank you for doing this.
Oh, I'm so excited. August 6th, I'm going to be there doing some Facebook Lives and taking people to the fair with me virtually. But August 5th, you're going to be cutting the ribbon again, aren't you?
We are Friday evening, a day after tomorrow, 5 o'clock. We'll have some special guests like we've had last year. And we're excited about our 2022 fair, expecting a big crowd and just a personal invitation to please come on out and enjoy the dietetic food that we have on the midway.
That's what everybody's saying. I go, what's your favorite thing about the fair? And everybody, it was 100% the food.
Well, you can kind of see in my face, I've eaten too many funnel cakes in my life, but it's a wonderful, wonderful time. And it's a family-friendly fair in that the moms and the dads can bring their children and have a great time. And this year we've got some special things. We've got something we've been trying for nearly 12, 13 years to get sea lions there. And we have sea lions in containers, and we're very proud of that. And they are such an acceptable part of many fairs throughout the United States. We got on the waiting list, and we're excited about having them and let the kids see them. We're a little concerned what the cows and the sea lions, when they look at each other, what they think. But we'll get through that.
Well, I had so much fun last year when I came in. The thing that I tell everybody is, one, this is one of the cleanest fairs I've ever been to. It is clean. I mean, you take special care with that, don't you?
Devin, we do. Many, many years ago, we decided to build our fair around the ag side, like most fairs are, and then the educational piece. And then, of course, always have the midway. We use Jimmy Drew. But one of the other things we soon learned in our fair, if you keep it clean, people notice that, and they look for containers in which to empty their goods in. And so we're always the fair board out there working. We have close to 1,600 volunteers that help participate and put this fair on. And so cleanliness is one of them that we stress throughout. And of course, in this day and time, we highly encourage people to be safe in the things they do the hand sanitation where you can, to protect yourself and protect others.
There's another thing that you do for the safety, and I know that I can't say it every time I talk about it. I talk about the clear bag policy. Having things safe, and clear bag policies have been instituted in a lot of places where we've got a lot of people gathering. Why the clear bag policy? And just let everybody know, it's not just to cause people to have to walk with their purses back to the car.
Well, in the early days, the clear bag policy was to help us identify our law enforcement community, help identify, and we're an alcohol-free fair. Not all fairs can say that, but we do not sell alcohol on our midway or any of the fairgrounds. But that doesn't mean that sometimes it slips through. And so we try to monitor that, and the law enforcement community monitors some of the activities that are coming in and going out. So most people in this day and time come, the women wear, the kids wear fanny packs, backpacks, and most everyone understands, other than your keys and your phone, you can enjoy. Well, you need a little money, but it's a great fair, safe fair. We're so appreciative of our law enforcement community being out there, and our Williamson Medical Center doing their thing. It gets hot and people overheat, and then we of course got the ag building itself. It's almost a football field under a roof, and it's air conditioned, so you can always go in there and cool off.
That's the thing I tell everybody. I said, it's the only fair I know that has as much under roof air conditioned space. I've never seen that at a fair. And there's so much for kids to do in there. If mom and daddy want to go in there and just say, okay, this is safe, we're gonna walk around and get cooled off, and the kids love it. Are you gonna have the dinosaurs back this year?
We'll have a whole bunch of if I give everything away, people won't want to come, but yes. And many, many other activities for the children to come. Please go to our Williamson County Fair.org website, see the activities, some ticket prices, specials. You don't have to pay an arm and a leg. There's a lot of discounted ticket prices in there. And then on certain nights, we have an activity where we give back to the community by letting people bring in canned goods. In the last several years, we've gotten 6,000 and 7,000 pounds worth of canned goods that we can turn back over to one of the worthwhile organizations here in our county that feeds so many people on a daily basis.
And God bless you for doing that, because what we were just talking about earlier in the show was that food shortages coming up in the coming year are going to be real. And so collecting food now for the storehouses so that our people don't ever have to suffer, that's important. And so thank you for doing that, Mayor.
Well, that's not just me. It's the Fair Board. It's our fair gives back in terms of food for the community, scholarships throughout the community. We help to offset some of the costs for taxpayers on the Ag Center because we pay for a lot of the improvements to the fairgrounds during the course of the year. And that's just what a local community fair should do.
Oh, well, I appreciate your time today and thank you so much. And I'm going to see you. Everybody's going to be watch the Facebook page for Williamson County Fair because they always do the ribbon cutting live, but y'all be there when they open up that on the 5th. And I know my friend Lee Newton is performing at the Williamson County Fair opening night and she's fantastic.
I'm excited about that. So I can take it from you being there, you'll get on the Ferris wheel.
Yes, it scares me to death.
Right here on the Devin O'Day show, she's gonna ride the Ferris wheel.
I'm gonna ride that Elvis Ferris wheel, and I'll probably go live from the Ferris wheel again. But man, I get to the top. The view from the top, it's the most beautiful vista of Williamson County that you could find. From that high up, you can see forever, and it's just green and lush and gorgeous. I encourage everybody. If you go ask somebody to marry you, remember you do it on the Elvis Ferris wheel.
That's exactly right. And if you get on the top and it stops, you got to kiss the one you're with.
Okay, I better pick better. Hey, Rogers, thank you so much for your time with us. You have a great rest of your day.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, I can't wait. Williamson County Fair, August 5th is the opening day for that. It is coming up in November. There's an important save the date. If you are like me, if you were one of those little kids, I grew up Crockett Point Baptist Church, First Baptist Church, Pineville. Those are some of my little growing up years. And I'd sit on the front row. Every time the traveling missionaries would come in for the Lottie Moon offering and they would talk about their missions work. And I have a heart cry for the children of the world who are orphans. And World Orphans Day is coming up in November. I want you to save the date. And there's a local organization that will be doing a lot of things, the starsfoundation.net. Let's find out a little bit more about World Orphans Day.
Did you know that over 60 million orphans live in our world today? And 1.5 billion children are without shoes. Many of them have disease that can be prevented just by providing them shoes. We hear stories every time of kids, of people living in wars and disasters. We typically forget that there are many people left in the aftermath of these catastrophes. What if we had a world where there are zero shoeless children, where orphans have homes and food and are protected and the opportunity to go to school by having shoes? With the help of many organizations, we're helping to make this happen, and we'd love to have you join us and help be a part of it. The second Monday of November is World Orphan Day. Would you partner with us not only by helping us create awareness, but help us be the change the world is looking for?
Man, doesn't that seem like a cool, worthy event to be a part of? Coming up in November, World Orphans Day. Shout out time. We started our show with shout outs and Hypno Hottie is watching today. I love you so much, Steve Rame. It's good to see you, Nashville Hypnosis, and he is fantastic, you guys. I cannot recommend him high enough. He is so good. He joins us sometimes on the Launch Date show with Terry Pugh and I. Every Wednesday we have that. Right after this show, we have Launch Date. You can follow that on my personal page right after this show. And we have so much fun. And Steve is doing some good things, and he's got a new group. Hey, Steve, put in the comments, if you would, the group that you started on Facebook, because it's a really cool group. Just kind of lifts your spirits, because people ask me all the time, why would you get a life coach? Why would you get someone to work with you to kind of change old patterns? Well, because the old patterns ain't working. That's why you get somebody new. If what you're doing ain't working, Try something new. And if you need help trying something new, Steve Rame is perfect for that. Hey, Mackie Kaler this Saturday downtown at Puckett's in Columbia. He will be performing, and he is incredible with his Swanky South Band. Coming up for the holiday, they're getting vendor spots are for sale at Thompson Station's Holiday Market down in Murray County. Hey, don't forget to look on Facebook for the National Banana Pudding in Hickman County. They're having the Banana Pudding Festival. There ain't no way that you can make banana pudding that I don't like it. It's the good stuff, and the festival is coming up. And in Smyrna at the Depot this weekend, the coming weekend, August 13th, the Depot Barbecue Fest in Smyrna, Tennessee. Those are just a few things coming up. And if you've got something coming up, you get in touch with me, because I like talking about things coming up in Nashville. And Nashville for Devin O'Day is all the surrounding counties, and we got papers in just about all of them. Whether you're in Portland, Tennessee, where we have the Portland Sun, or you're in Cheatham County, where we have the Exchange, or maybe you're in Dixon, where we have the Dixon Post, or Murfreesboro, where we will be Friday for the Main Street Awards for the Murfreesboro Post. We got papers everywhere, actual newspapers you can pick up and fold and subscribe to. And then when you're through with it, make you a lasagna garden. We'll talk about that on Friday on Farmin' Friday. But right now, Waggin' Tails Wednesday, we're going to say happy birthday to artist Greg Nitty Gritty Roberts, having a birthday today with a brand new song. It's about racking horses. If you don't know what a racking horse is, you will by the end of this video. And it is so much fun. And he's got a groove. I mean, I dare you not to try to do this. And he's got these cloggers that have gone viral on. They're these Tennessee cloggers that have gone viral on all social media platform. I can't remember the something Creek cloggers. Anyway, you've seen them. They put them with gangster rap. They put them with all these other kind of things, but they just do just traditional clogging. And it is so good. Well, just watch it all in this video. Rackin' Horse, you can get it wherever you get your music. You can download it today. You can learn your own TikTok dances. Put it out there. Greg Roberts, you're going to be at the Josie Awards. You are a big Josie Award winner coming up in October. Happy birthday, my friend. Be safe, everybody. Be kind. And remember, most of all, you are loved by me and everybody in the big collective we called the Lord. You loved. And I hope that you know that. Have a great rest of your day.
If you wanna ride a racking horse. If you wanna ride a racking horse. Racking horse. Ride a racking horse. If you wanna ride a racking horse. 3, 2, 1, let's go. He picking them up, putting them down, playing that tune. That's my favorite sound. Patting the ground, headed to town. No slowing around. What he doing? 3 up, 1 down. You wanna ride a racking horse. If you wanna ride a racking horse. 3, 2, 1, let's go. He's smooth as glass and easy on your back. Sometimes we cruise and sometimes we go fast. We may do the dash so we don't come in last. You gon' eat some dirt, now close your eyes when I come past. You wanna ride a racking horse. If you wanna ride a racking horse. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Racking horse. Ride a racking horse. If you wanna ride a racking horse. If
Nothing like the sunrise with your coffee in the morning, or taking a good book off the shelf. Another thing I love the most than being on my own is together with everybody else. Together, like a silent Sunday summer. Together, on my front porch with my friends. Together with who's ever there, standing next to me. Yeah, together is my favorite place to be.